Growing up, I was told money doesn't grow on trees. But as you can see, that's not true. The Federal Reserve is flooding the market with money. Do you know these entities? If you don't, then that could be the reason why you don't believe money grows on trees. Stay tuned for more information after the bumper.
Get the money. Get the money.
The Federal Reserve is headed by Fed Chair Jerome Powell. The Federal Reserve is owned by member banks, and it controls our monetary system to manage the financial health of our economy. They lower interest rates to make it easier to get loans when the economy is not doing so well. And they raise interest rates when inflation starts to rise. They regulate banks to make sure that they're transparent and that they remain solvent. They also provide loans and other financial services to member banks. Meanwhile, the U.S. Treasury is headed by Steve Mnuchin. The U.S. Treasury maintains the production of currency and coins. They disburse payments to the public in the form of Social Security and disability payments. They collect revenue and borrow funds when necessary. Did you know that the U.S. Treasury cannot sell assets to the Federal Reserve to raise money? When the Federal Reserve Act of 1913 was enacted, it included provisions prohibiting the Federal Reserve from loaning money to the U.S. Treasury. And this was done to prevent the Congress as well as the President from going on a spending spree. So what happens is the U.S. Treasury sells products to Wall Street. Wall Street then sells these products to the public. And once these products are available to the public, that's when the Federal Reserve is able to go out and buy these same products. And now you can see why Wall Street is so important to the government. Who would have known? Lately, the Federal Reserve has been buying bonds and other debt instruments from risky businesses, injecting much needed funds into these companies. But despite all of this money being made available, companies are still filing bankrupt. It is inevitable that badly run companies will go out of business and new businesses will spring up to take their place. The supply of money has gone up 23% in the past year. That's a lot. This could cause a lot of people to be concerned about inflation, but we're in a recession. Unemployment is at 10.2%. Overall productivity capacity is only at 68%. The speed at which money flows through our economy has slowed down 23%. Clothing prices are down 6% for the year, and airlines are off by a whopping 50% so far this year. Now you can see why the printing presses are on overdrive. Do you know that only half of the funds from the first stimulus payments have been spent? The other half apparently is sitting in bank accounts throughout the United States. Savings has skyrocketed to a rate of 20% over the 7% that was previous to the pandemic. Also, outstanding consumer credit debt has decreased by $106 billion since February. This is mainly due to credit card bills being paid. But despite this, still many Americans are suffering and in need of another stimulus check. Hopefully, Congress and the White House will end this stalemate so that payments can be sent out. But note, there's a once-in-a-generation opportunity and you can take advantage of it so that you can get the money. Note that low-interest business loans are being funded still by the government. There are a lot of programs still out there in your local area that allow businesses to get interest rates less than 4%. So if you don't have a small business, I would highly recommend that you get one. And I'm usually not a proponent of taking out loans, But if I told you I would give you $10,000 and all you had to do is pay me $400 back, I'm sure you'd take advantage of that situation. And that's exactly what the government is doing. They're loaning out large bundles of cash, and it's being made available to a large group of people. Just make sure if you're able to get this money, make sure that it goes into your business so that it at least creates one, if not many, streams of income. Also note that there are other areas that are really thriving at this particular time. Please focus on areas of need and try to help people. And hopefully as you help them, you're able to monetize that help. The real estate industry in certain markets is booming right now, and agents are needed. Healthcare workers throughout the United States are needed to help fight this pandemic. Ongoing home maintenance is needed, and many opportunities are available for those who have small businesses such as pressure washing, siding repair, drywall repair, plumbing, and other handyman work is not going anywhere. Please focus on the opportunities. If you like information like this, please hit that like button, please subscribe, and please hit that notification bell so that you can get future videos like this. As always, thanks for watching and get the money.